What's up, YouTube? I'm back. It's been a while. I moved. Business started ramping up. A lot of stuff's been going on. But the first thing I want to talk about is this new place, this studio. So I would like to give you all an official tour of my new studio. And don't worry, we are going to get back to sharing knowledge, giving ideas, and working together. But with that said, let's get on to this tour. Okay, so before I turn the lights on and we just get to this tour and I show you what's in my home studio, first of all, can we just check out this new taping area I have here? Look at that nice light. Like the lighting here is so awesome, and check that light behind me. I think I did a really good job. Matter of fact, check this out. New studio space, man, it's beautiful. But you know what? Let's get right to the tour. Let me turn lights on. Let's go. Okay, lights are on. Now you can see a little bit more. As I said previously, this is my home studio. So let's hit some of those features real quick first. The one good thing in my home studio is, first of all, I have this door right here, right? Let me get to here. Boom. Now that door leads to my house, or the rest of my home. The benefit of that is that when people are in the studio, I can separate my studio life and my regular life. And what helps even more with that is this door behind me. So I'm luckily and blessed to have my own entrance to the studio, which is a plus. Moving forward, another good feature about the studio is in here, I'll turn this light on, boom, is a bathroom, right? Which means, like I said, clients come, they need a bathroom, they can go to the bathroom in here. I could have them come in through this entrance and they won't have to disturb my house. It is basically my own space for the most part, which is a plus because it separates everything in the studio. Now, one of the studio features or parts of the studio is I have this wall right here. I put this wall up on using wallpaper. It's a black and white wall just to add some dimension. So if I turn around to this other wall, this is a soundproof wall that I put up because I like to play music while I'm in the studio. So it just soundproofs and further separates the studio from the rest of the house. And also the black and white mention helps add dimension to the studio. For example, you can kind of see right here, right? Got the leading lines. Everything looks pretty good that way. So moving on, from right here, I have my computer, my desktop set up right here, which is nice because it's so close is that I can shoot tethered. If you don't know what tethered is, it's basically when you shoot and when you do photography, and as soon as you take the images, it basically shows up on a screen. There are a lot of benefits to that, which I will definitely go into on a future video. But another thing you see up here is a TV. The good thing about the TV and shooting tethered is that the TV is mounted to the wall. I can watch Netflix and all of the different things, but also I can use it and turn it that way. So when I shoot tether and as soon as I take the picture, it shows up, I can better see the picture and it's bigger. And also the client can see it, just in case, let's say I have a makeup artist in here and they want to see, maybe they need to make adjustments to the makeup. And they can see that on the screen, so I can shoot tether and the client can see it without having to look on that little bitty screen down there. Moving on just to some different things. Now currently the studio is set up for a headshot session that I have coming up. But what's good about that is I can show you some of the features that I have in there with that. One thing I did pass is these right there. My GVM lights that I use when I do my videos, the lighting that I just talked about just a minute ago, and it's also going to be lighting I use during some of the photo shoots, just in case I want to add some color lighting to my shoots using those LED RGB lights. Now, as you see it set up, I have my nice C stand here. I have this Octabox up, which I'll be using for my headshot session. I also have a clamshell. That's what it's called, a clamshell. So I have a clamshell. I also have, those are, I think they're called V flats. That's what they're called. They're called V flats. And I didn't purchase them. I actually made them on my own, which I will kind of go into more details about how I made them on a later note. Now, behind me you see a backdrop. Now, right now I only have two colors, black and white. The fortunate thing about the white is if you shoot with it correctly, you can turn the white into gray. Nice little trick. You can YouTube it, search it, or you can just wait for me. I'll share with you. One thing that is behind the V flat is that pole. It's kind of dark right there. What is that pole? Now that pole is by, let me see. It is by, I'm in here. It is by Variable Impact. So it's called a impact pole. Now, the reason why I have an impact pole is because normally in a studio you would use a lot of like different light stands. But the good thing about the impact pole is that it takes up less space, whereas it can be closer to a wall than a light stand could be. Especially because of the legs, and I can attach things to it. Also, I can move it, so if I wanted to mount it across the ceiling, I could do that as well. And I can move throughout my whole studio, so that helps. It definitely helps with saving space. Definitely. Another thing that helps with saving space is you can barely see. You can just kind of see that those little black things right there are light mounts. Good thing about saving space is the light mounts allow me to mount light from the ceiling and not have to use like another C stand to mount it. So that definitely really helps with lighting light and still not taking up too much space. I've done that numerous times for hair light. I've used it for, another thing I've definitely used it for is because the way the studio is, and I have a DSLR camera, which is a digital camera. Sometimes my camera has issues finding the eye, right? So sometimes I add an extra little bit of light on there on the subject to help my camera find the light, because I like to shoot dark. So that light right there normally goes off. So moving on, we're gonna go up there. We're going up there. Okay, I know it's dark. Because I'm an attic, one of the benefits of having the attic is that I had extra storage space, which you can kind of see, right? You can kind of see, and the good thing is the storage space. So I think you can see right here, I have two strip boxes up here that I can use for photography. Also on this side, what you see on the ground here is like different types of light stands that I have. I also have I think it's a 6-foot deep umbrella, which maybe I'll show you in a different video, that I use. I also have mini soft boxes and other things. So the benefit of having the attic is that I can, whatever supplies I don't use, I could just store it in my attic, especially since I don't have a whole lot of space in the studio itself. So this really helps. What else do I have up here? Different light stands, I said softbox, bags, props. I have props. This is like some vines that you can barely see, some baby stuff, some I also have some flowers up here too, which goes to another detail that I will show you on in a minute that I forgot to show you when I was down there, but I'm going to show you the detail when I go downstairs actually. So let's get out of this attic. The bad thing about this attic is that it's hot. It's hot. So I gotta get out here. Alright, let's go back downstairs. Whew, it's hot up there. Alright, now I mentioned that What did I mention? Oh, I mentioned how hot it was in the attic. The thing about being so hot is that, you know, when you don't want to put electronics in hot areas. So I have this right here, which you can you see that? As you can kind of see right here. Not much light on it, but what it is, it's nice little storage blocks. And what I put in storage blocks is my camera bags, which has all my cameras. I also have different lights. So the lights that I have in here, I have 2 Godox V1s. I have 2 8200s. I have an 8300 and 8600. So I keep it all down there. As you saw, I also have my GVM lights, which you can kind of see the boxes right there. So that's the plus, having the little cubes to keep everything organized that I can't put in the attic. Also, one thing I did mention is the flowers. Now let's see if I can show you this. Ugh. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, fine, I'm gonna do some work. Ugh. Okay, here you go. I'm going up. Moving this up there. Boom. Which you can kind of see. Right here, I have a grass wall. Now, the benefit of having a grass wall is that, one, it's blocking the window behind there, because that way it blocks the light that comes in while I shoot. And two, the grass wall is another background that I can use in my studio, which is what the flowers are for that I mentioned up there. So I can put flowers in there, and I have used it as a background for the studio, which is a plus. And I've also used this black and white wall as a background too, so that helped a lot. Yeah, that helped a lot. So I hope you enjoyed the tour to my studio. I think I hit everything. For the most part. I look forward to buying more backdrops and maybe more modifiers, which are basically softboxes, which are things like this, for the studio. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the tour. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I will be kind of going into more details about what went into building the studio, just in case you want to build your own home studio in the future. Definitely some obstacles that came up and some lessons I learned and some strategies I took. But I will go into more details as we go on. So if you haven't subscribed to this page, if you haven't clicked that like button, please go smash the like button. Please subscribe, because we're gonna get back to giving knowledge and lessons that I've learned, so we both can grow as photographers or videographers, and we can just be better, you know what I mean? So with that said, I want you to go enjoy your day. And remember, if you're going to start photography any day, there's no better day but today.